Hi there, Marlon, and I want to talk to you today about something that came up in a coaching call that I had with some web designers that I work with. And they're in this, one of them was in this, that position where you present the proposal and then you're waiting for the decision. And you kind of just wait. And a lot of web designers and, marketing agencies will just wait and hope the client's going to call up and say, hey, you got the project. But the reality is, so much is going on in their life. And sometimes they forget, and sometimes they're busy, and sometimes they're making a decision. But the reality is, you need to fill that gap between presenting the proposal and getting the project with touch points, where you get to interact with them, you get to build more trust. A lot of times when you present a web design proposal, you put a lot of effort up front. You get the lead, a lot of effort. You call the client, you book the appointment, you make the proposal, and then you present the proposal, and then crickets, nothing. You just do nothing. You just wait, cross your fingers that the client is going to just call you and say, congratulations, you won the lottery, you have my project. That's the worst way to deal with delivering proposals. You don't want to leave it to chance. The amount of work that you put in to get the lead, to prepare the proposal, to present the proposal, you need to put as much effort into the point after the proposal. And so what I say and what I think and what I do is that once I present the proposal, what you then want to do is start engaging with the prospect even more. Because sometimes the fact that you're even engaging with them means no one else is, means you just get the project. Many times I've just called the client and they said, oh, we've been thinking about it. Yeah, let's go ahead. Or, oh, can you come in and let's have another chat? Let's just talk through a few things. And I know that if I'd not called, I probably wouldn't have moved forward in that project because people are busy. So here's a few tips for you. If you present your proposal, why don't you that afternoon or the next morning text the client and say, hey, I loved this process, going and learning about your business, and I love presenting the proposal. I look forward to working with you in the future. Just say thanks. Thanks for the opportunity. Look forward to the future. A simple text. What you can do as well is maybe a day later, 2 days later, you might have an article or a blog post or something that you can send to them via email, and where you say, look, I've been thinking about you and I saw this article and I think it's something you could really help you around your marketing or your website, and just send it to them. That's it. Just, here's something I was thinking about you. Maybe 3 days later, you may be able to just call them with something similar. Hey, I was thinking about the meeting where I gave you the proposal, and this question came up. I just wanted to help answer that question better. I found a solution to what we discussed. I've been thinking about you guys. Here it is. These touch points are really important. One of the things you can do is if you have your client on Messenger, Facebook Messenger, or their connection on LinkedIn, you can send an article through or a video through on Messenger. There's SMS, there's email, there's phone calls, there's Messenger, there's LinkedIn. There's a whole bunch of touch points that you can have with a client between delivering the proposal and getting the project. And I want to encourage you, create at least 2 or maybe 3 touch points where you can get back into their world but deliver value. Don't go in and ask them for the project. Just say, I'm here to add value. Now, the last touch point you have with them, maybe the second or the third, you say, hey, here's some value. Oh, and by the way, how are you going with the project? All right? And then that might be enough just to tip them over to say, hey, why don't you come in for another chat? But I really believe that the amount of effort most web designers put in between delivering the proposal and getting the job or not getting the job is not enough. You need to build a relationship. Remember, they say it takes 9 to 12 touch points for someone to make a buying decision. And up until you deliver the proposal, it might be 3 or 4 touch points. Why don't you add another 3 or 4 between proposal delivery to getting the job? And if you do that, you will drastically increase your conversion rate. Look, this is what sales is. This is what great salespeople do. They know about relationship. They know about how to speak to people, how to engage people. They know that it's not about who's the best web designer out there that gets the project. It's who does the client trust enough? Who does the client like enough? Who does the client feel like they know enough? And so if you're listening to this and you're saying, well, Marlon, that's a lot of work. I don't know if I want to do all of this. Well, don't do it. But a web designer who's listening to me now, who's competing against you, will do it. And some people are naturally gifted in this area. Their natural gifting is they're a connector. They're good with people. They're an extrovert, and they call people and they text people, and they're appreciative and they give value. If you're not like that naturally, that's fine. Just follow the system. Create 3 touch points that you have with every client after the proposal meeting. Schedule them in your calendar. Have your articles. You can send the same article to every single client. Hey, I was thinking about you. Well, it's the same article, right? You don't have to have a unique article. Make sure that it's relevant to the client. You know, when you're in the meeting, think, we talked about this topic. Can I call them later about that? Like, think about it in the meeting. Schedule it in and do it. And if you do it, you will be able to increase your prices, you'll be able to increase your conversion rate, and you'll have a real business, not just, I guess a freelancing job or, a business where things happen by chance, luck of the draw, or even, you just get the bottom 10%. You want to get convert 60%, 60, 80% of your proposals, you want to convert them. And this is one way to do it, okay? So I want to encourage you, when you deliver a proposal, that's when your work should start. That's not the end, that's the start. For some of you, it's the hard bit. So why don't you schedule those in? Write in the comments if you're going to do it. Tell me, are you going to do it? And then report back and tell me if you did it and if it made a difference. I can almost guarantee you it'll make a difference. So if you guys want more tips like this, then there's a few ways you can do it. You can go to my Facebook group, The Profitable Web Designer, and you can join that. There's lots of smart web designers in there all growing their businesses together. You can book a call in with me for 15 minutes. We'll have a chat. I'll show you how we can use some of these ideas in your business over the next 60 days to see some growth. Or you can follow me on Facebook or get on YouTube. There's a whole bunch of things. But the most important thing is get involved, treat your business like a business, and I look forward to speaking to you soon.